So, raffle open, and the price is just going to be one. And you know what? You can spend as many lions as you want on this. Oh no, Dustin! I'm so sorry. Okay, you can purchase however many tickets you want. Check your lions. Make sure that you don't try to spend more than you have. So, but yeah, so I'll give you guys an opportunity to do that. In the meantime, I'm going to leave this up and take a quick break. And let me see, where'd OBS go? Oh, here it is. Okay, status notifier. Alright, quick break, guys. I'll be right back. Go ahead and spend all the tickets you got. I will be back in a moment. Oh, Maxotron, the command for checking lions is !lions. I have returned! Hey guys, how's it going? I feel really jazzed today. I'm really excited. Aaron, are you back yet? Okay, Aaron is not back yet. So I'm really jazzed about this. I'm so glad you guys showed up. I do want to throw out a couple more thank yous and a little bit more about my program as a whole. First off, I want to give a shout out to Sean and Chantel Yeager, who from my birthday actually got me back into streaming by buying me this beautiful Blue Yeti microphone. It is the coolest thing in the world, and I just wanted to give them a shout out on stream because they're great. A lot of you guys know them, but I'm so happy that they got me that. It really got me reinvested in the stream. And Aaron, sounds like you're back?
Yep, I am back. I'm
Sweet.
back.
Alright, so before we get into our next round of Worlds of Magic, I wanted to talk a little bit more about our early access program. If you check down below, it has my schedule, and I don't always do early access programming, but for the most of the time, I do early access titles like Worlds of Magic because I really believe in early access and in what it's trying to accomplish. Giving smaller and independent developers money during development and lending your voice to early access helps these games that might not be as good as they are now otherwise. Is just fantastic. And in my opinion, it is the counter argument to companies like Electronic Arts and Ubisoft that have these very closed, secretive, hush-hush development processes, and we end up with debacles, just straight up failures like Assassin's Creed Unity. We had these bigger titles that just crashed, and nobody knew before they bought it, so they ended up with a game they can't return. Yep. And I feel like early access is the way to do that. So definitely tune in for my other streams. I love giving the love to smaller companies. Like Aaron, you were telling me this is your first game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. This is my first baby, and it's been very exciting, and it's been just an unbelievable experience. And it's because of things like being able to do early access, and Kickstarter, which is something that I love to talk about. That
please talk about Kickstarter.
Yeah, which allowed me to follow up this really childhood dream of getting into video game design, and remaining independent. I mean, it's just like you were saying about larger companies that kind of lay out this. Really, what they're doing is laying out, or seem to be. It's not that like I'm at their board meetings or anything, but what they seem to be doing is laying out games with a profitability. That's the number one main concern. And don't get me wrong, everybody wants to make a profit. Obviously, that's we're in this as a business, not just a hobby. But making a game the way you want it to be made, telling your own video game story the way you want it to be told, is a big thing. And you're able to do that as an independent. Like I said, this is my first game, and in the main, things are exactly like I want them to be. Now, I'll say this about it: I feel like I approached it with an open mind, realizing that okay, we're gonna do a Kickstarter. Going to open ourselves to community funding. When you do that, you open yourself to community feedback. We're going to do, we got the game in a state where we're going to open it up to early access. There again, we're opening ourselves up to, rather than being funded by a private investor or a publisher, we're being funded by the public, and that opens us up to the public and makes us accountable to the public. And so you have to, there are two sides of it, and you need to, if you embrace both sides, it works like it should, just like Kickstarter. That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
You're able to take, there are a lot of wonderful things about Kickstarter, especially within the realm of video game development. You're able to take an idea and very quickly put together a prototype with there are a number of video game development tools out there. Unity being the one that we're using for Worlds of Magic, and that many people prefer. You're able to throw together a prototype, show people a proof of concept model, and throw it out to the public and say, okay, what do you guys think of this? If you like it, we need funding. We need you to spread the word. If you want to make this game happen, you can do it, but we as a community have to make it happen. If your Kickstarter is successful, that's a litmus test right there. You're not going to spend years developing something that is a dead-end street, that people really aren't interested in, where people, they may not get your concept. They may not understand what it is you're trying to offer as a game. And it may be that you don't understand the public mindset. Part of the interesting, one of the interesting aspects of the Worlds of Magic story, rather, is that the first Kickstarter we ever did failed, actually.
Yeah.
It was a very independent project that we threw up on Kickstarter. That was a poor choice. that we posted on Kickstarter. So, it didn't work out. It was a 2D envisioning of it, far more limited than what we actually ended up doing. And when it just, it was just a failure. People got in and said, okay, yes, a Master of Magic spiritual successor. We like that idea. We like that concept. But it wasn't enough for us to get traction. It wasn't enough to get people involved. And we had to step back and go, okay, we've done it incorrectly. I still felt very strongly, listen, there's a gap. Master of Magic has never really been succeeded. No one sits on Master of Magic's throne. It's up there by itself. There's still that window. There's still that empty void that needs to be filled. But we went about it the wrong way. We weren't able to sell the public. We weren't able to show people what we were trying to do. And so we were able to go back to the drawing board, pick up a different engine, go with Unity, bring it more up to date with a 3D engine, where, what you're doing in the game, the 3D aspect is merely a matter of display. It's not changing the fundamental game. It looks more modern. And so we were able to take this and present it to the public again and say, okay, once again, this is what we're trying to do. Ooh. And of course, the second time we got 150% of our funding, because our concept wasn't a bad one. We had a good concept. We just had to refine that concept where we could present it to the public in such a way as they got it. They saw what we were trying to do, and they wanted to get involved.
Now, unfortunately, I do have to interrupt your story, as it is time to go ahead and call the raffle. So we are going to go ahead. Yeah. All right, guys. So here we go. Raffle close. Ta, 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 ta. All right. So our first winner is Pony Warrior. Awesome, Pony Warrior! Congratulations, you got a free
Congratulations.
copy of this game. So Pony Warrior, if you could send me a private message on Twitch, I will respond. I will respond with your Steam key. Now, number 2. Come on, Lionbot.
Any moment.
And the winner is Real Mad Mojo. Congratulations. Good job.
Awesome.
You have one too. Real Mad Mojo, please send me a message, and I will send you your Steam key. Gamer Professional, it's not quite done yet. Here we go. Last one.
Drum roll machine.
I know, right? I need one. Like, that would be pretty cool. Or
Yeah,
like a YouTube.
absolutely.
Random Kitten Gaming, congratulations, you got our last key. Send me a message and
Congratulations.
Gamer Professional, I'm so sorry, but the good news is I do giveaways all the time, and I always have games. I actually have a co-op title, Crawl, that I'll be streaming either later this week or next week, and I have 2 keys for that as well. So don't get too disheartened. There's always new games. In the meantime, we are going to get into our second playthrough here and really highlight the gameplay and talk about some really cool stuff there. So don't go anywhere. And guys, send me those messages, and I will get you your keys after the stream, probably. Or
yes, and keep in mind, we're wanting feedback. So get in there, get to playing, and let us know what you like. And you know, if you run into any bugs, we'd appreciate you letting us know about that. You know, it's an opportunity to become part of the process, become part of the community. Take the opportunity.
Yeah. And you know what, guys, Wrath, I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry you didn't win it. I'm buying and getting and putting together a collection of games all the time. I may just pick this game up again and have more giveaways. So don't give up too much hope. Just because you didn't win today doesn't mean you're not going to win in the future. So let's go ahead and dig in to another one. Now, so somebody was asking before, and I never quite got to the question. What is your favorite faction, and what is your favorite spell realm to really dig into?
Okay, everybody's gonna hate my answer. My personal, I like the High Men. I like to start with them. They're sort of the middle ground.
Actually, I love
they're
them.
very solid.
Yeah.
And you know, people, the High Men I grabbed as the designer, and said, okay, I'm doing this race. You know, I'll take feedback, but this one's my baby. I mean, I'm developing this whole game. I'm going to get to pick one of the races, and so I was open with the community. But you know, the thing is, we had to have a starter place,
Sure. Of course.
and you know, a foundation, and that's what I wanted the High Men to be, and so we designed them around that, and you know, we got good community feedback, but mainly everybody was saying, yeah, you're right. What we need is you know, we need to start with something that we consider foundational, and then we can, you know, the other races can diversify from there. So I like the High Men. I very often start with them. When I'm just playing for fun, I'm going to grab them first, basically every time. And life is my favorite circle.
Okay.
It's just got it. The main thing is the ability to keep my units alive. I'm that kind of player.
Yeah.
You know, healing is a big deal for me, and I hate the undead. I love them as an opponent.
Okay.
And, I think they were very well designed. The first backer that actually got a race picked the Unhallowed. He wanted to be involved with their design, and I think he did an excellent job, and made them the kind of race that I absolutely hate. And so,
well, we need a good villain, you know.
You do, and they're definitely like that. They're, you know, they are the scourge of life, and so I like the life spells because you can bust them up with that, and you know, really lessen that, especially when you combine that with High Men. You know.